Morning.
No.
All right. Cool. That's fine. Sherry, you and I just get to hang out.
Yeah, Zach emailed me this morning or said he was sorry. But
Hey, that's all right. We'll
that's
just
all right.
make fun of him on our live show. It's cool. So hey, we are live right now, right?
You are.
Excellent. Oh, very, very good. This is wonderful. So hello, welcome folks. Welcome to Lunchtime with Kayleen McCabe. Normally with my co-host Scott Sheelar with the SEFCA Foundation. He's the founder of the group. But this week I am joined by my guest early, Sherry Mills. So Sherry, thank you so much for joining us early. And before I get started into your interview, I usually spend a moment or two before the start of the show where I geek out about something. So this week I'm geeking out about some tools that Milwaukee sent some students I just had summer camp with, and they hooked up all these students with like a backpack and a drill. But one of the items they sent these young ladies was a 12 or a 6-foot like tape measure on a keychain. Now, I'm kind of skeptical about these things because it's a keychain tape measure. How good could it be? Sherry, it's amazing. The standout on this thing is like almost 4 feet. It is the nicest taped keychain measure, keychain tape measure I've ever seen. So this is my nerd out. Ooh.
Yeah, and if you're like me, in my they always walk, right?
Always.
Always walk. And so if you can attach it to something and have it at the ready, that is even better.
It is, and it normally, these tape measures I've seen in the past, it's like a really flimsy sort of measuring device.
Right.
This is a legit measure. So yeah, hey, welcome. Thanks for letting me geek out for a second.
Yeah.
So Sherry, you are a guest this week. I'm very, very excited because you are the owner of Miles Roofing and then also the co-founder of the Meta team. So first, would you mind telling me a little bit about what do you do in the industry as far as roofing? I mean, I'm a nerd for this stuff, so please geek out.
Geek out with you. All right. Well, yes, thank you, Kayleen. I am Sherry Miles. I am president of Miles Roofing and vice president of JD Miles and Sons, Inc. I'm a 4th generation roofing contractor in Virginia. So my great grandfather started our company in 1910. So do the math. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look amazing for being so old, but my father still works in the company and my brother and I are there, and we have expanded over the years. My great grandfather was a tinner and just did residential roofing, and we've moved into the commercial space and do all sorts of industrial, commercial, retail, churches, schools, roofing, and a lot of Navy and Army and military bases here where I'm located, and of course in all of Virginia. So we do government work, and then we have a whole residential division that does roofing and windows and doors and sunrooms, exteriors, and now solar. So a little bit of everything. One of the things about being in a family business that I've kind of struggled with, and also being a woman in construction, is how do I make my mark? How do I really elevate the game, my game personally, but also the whole industry? So started Meta team in 2020, women-owned, national focused roofing and construction management firm. We found that there are not many of us. Not at all. And customers really want to work and help women, and certainly being a small minority in this part of the world in construction and then in roofing, we found that we could offer our clients tremendous services. We're really good at safety. We're really good at what we do. We've been around a long time. Each one of us individually, we can give you a great product, and you're going to be helping out women owners. And in turn, our companies are really focused on our communities, our neighborhoods. We just give back in so many different ways. So that's a little bit about currently where we are.
I'm in love with this. So let's rewind real quick because when I was maybe 6 or 7, Dad introduced me to re-roofing our house, where we pulled off 5 layers of shingles. I didn't realize how ridiculously bad that was. The whole house went, thank you. Thanks for moving that way.
Great.
Is there there a particular like roofing product that you specialize in? Because now it's all over the place. There's hundreds. It seems like the sky's the limit with what you can put on your roof.
For sure. And, we're really interested in, if you've been around a long time and there's some studies behind whether your product is going to work. We don't typically go with like the newest, shiniest, best, maybe. We want to see it work for a while. But with that said, being part of some national organizations and even our state organizations, having our finger on the pulse of what is happening with construction, whether it's defects or success stories, we have to know what's going on and give our clients the best and most reliable. So yeah, there's some great technology. Sometimes we want to sit back and say, let's wait and see if this is going to work before I recommend it, because we've had product failures in the past. But I think that too, that knowledge and that engagement within the industry also sets us apart, because we're going to know what's going on, what's coming down the pike, what's happened, and be able to service our clients in a much better way. Yeah.
Well, yes, because, I agree with you completely as far as you don't always want to install the shiniest thing because it's not trail rated. I one time installed it was a slate roof, and I had a 100-year warranty, and it made me laugh because I'm like, I will not be here to make sure it is still okay in 100 years. But
well, yeah, and especially coming from Virginia, which has the best slate on the planet, Buckingham slate. I mean, we are the best. It's been formed years in the earth, and you're putting it on, and as long as the underlayment is good, as long as you have techniques underneath that water shedding, it can last 100 years. I have people call and will say, hey, your grandfather put my slate roof on, is it still under warranty? And yes ma'am, it is. We'll come out and take a look. And typically it's just some little minor thing, but those slate roofs are amazing.
And I was skeptical because I'm in Colorado and we get a lot of hail. And so that's why I have bonded many times with roofing companies, because you're an integral part to making sure our homes are safe out here. And so, all right, so I'm just so excited because you get it too. Like, oh, there's so many different products. This is so fun. Yeah. So how long have you been the owner or president of the company? I mean, it sounds like it's a family affair too, but.
Right now, I did my own thing after college. I didn't think I was not always destined to come into the roofing industry. So I actually worked for a law firm in Northern Virginia for a while. And, at that precipice, like, what am I doing next? Am I going to go to law school? Am I going to go to business school? I don't know. And my dad said, why don't you just come home? I need help just for a little while, save some money, figure it out. And I did, and I hated it. I hated it. And so he very wisely sent me away to actually a company in Georgia, Ellie Schwartz and Son down in Macon. And I did an internship about 8 months with them and came back, renewed, understood that, I do have a lot to offer. I have a lot to learn and I have a lot to offer. So it was a lot better after that.
I love hearing this too, because, my focus with this lunch is to get people to understand that there's a lot of different ways to come into the industry. It's not, one path, but I'm really, I love that, you've done all these other things. And while you didn't like it at first, do you remember what that aha moment was where you're like, wow, I really do like this industry now?
Well, actually, when I came back, it was either me or the superintendent. We just had different values. So, the values, we're very, very much into our values as a family and a family-owned company. And so it was very obvious to me that it was either me or him. And so the family won.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And having, and being a woman, not have taken any classes in roofing or business before, I was an American Studies and Theology major. And how that translates, I'm on the roof, I'm closer to God. I invoke his name often. So anyway, it's confidence, right? Being able to know that I can estimate, I can project manage, I can do all this, but It takes some time. It's not an instant thing. And I think that today, you know, especially with this next gen, everything's instant, right? You want to go straight to, you know, the top, but you have to pay your dues. You have to learn from the best, you know, ask for mentors, ask other people for help. And they don't have to necessarily be in the company that you're with. And you don't have to do the same thing forever. You know, it's a beautiful thing, but you're not going to go straight to owning the company. You know, you have to learn and you have to pay your dues.
I absolutely love that because too, you know, I think a lot of folks are intimidated by the thought or the prospect of something like an apprenticeship because it is 4 years, but a job site is so dynamic and very dangerous that just to hop on and think that you can run it is not going to be the case.
Yeah.
So you kind of touched on it a little bit before, but what is it like to be a female in the roofing industry?
Well, I have a lot of stories. You know, I do think with some age comes some wisdom and confidence. And certainly when I was younger in my career, I would take things very personally, not obnoxiously, but I would take it personally, like, oh, they don't believe in me, they don't trust in me. But, you know, you just got to stick after it, prove them wrong. You know, after I tell this story, I was 3 days on a pitch tear off, and God, I was just praying for rain. Please let it rain so I don't have to come back here for a day. But, you know, without that experience, I couldn't estimate a job, or I wouldn't understand what our guys do day in and day out. And that's what I'm saying. You have to learn from the bottom. You have to know what every person does. It's so important. It's so important.
It's critical. How can you be a great boss if you don't work your way up? Because then, you know, and I say it to students now, like when I hire people and they say I can't do it, I'm like, why not? I did your job, you know, and so.
Right. Never ask someone to do something that I haven't done or I'm not willing to do. And I think that the people that I work with and for me know that I will step in, and even if I can't do it perfectly, I will, you know, roll up my sleeves and do it. So I think it's critical.
It's a huge level of respect that is given when workers get to bond with their employees like that too. But one thing, and you touched on this too, also being a female in the industry, I took stuff personally as well for a while, but then it blew my mind watching how mean guys are to each other. And it was that mindset of like, oh, it's just construction in general is kind of a rough place. It has nothing to do with my gender. It is just a rough and tumble place. In fact, I can't wait for the end of the show. We're going to trade dumb jokes.
Oh boy. I better clean mine up.
You're fine. We're not on network, right?
Okay.
Not safe for work, maybe later. I don't know. Anyway, so I love too that you came together and started the Meta team, but also co-founded this with some few other women. And we're going to bring in Erica Jackson now because high five. I love that women are coming together to support each other and really make this, you know, realizing we're in a great industry. So I believe Sherry, you're going to hang out with me too. So Erica, welcome to lunch. Thanks for joining me and my co-host Sherry, who you know well.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I am so thrilled to have you here. Now, you're the owner of CYE Enterprises and another Meta team co-founder. So how did you become interested in roofing? Oh, bye, Sherry. Sorry, Erica, go ahead. Sorry. How did you become interested in roofing and get into the industry?
Well, I represent the third generation in my family of roofing firm owners. So I started working for my father at a very young age, and I always had a desire to be a part of the roofing industry. Even before I knew much about roofing, I saw all of my family members work in the industry, be passionate about the industry, and eventually it became the industry that I grew to love. So I became interested in the roofing industry as a very young girl.
That is so awesome too. I am so impressed that you both come out of family-owned companies.
Yes.
All that passion, that you get it too. Yes. You grew up with, ooh, goosebumps. So, all right, let's pretend. No, hang on. Where are you based out of? Are you in Virginia as well?
No, I'm not. I'm based out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, excellent. All right. So,
yes.
when I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, and I can handle the humidity, how would I get started working for your company or in the industry?
Well, I would, there's so many different ways that you can get into the roofing industry, but I would recommend using a great resource, which is the National Roofing and Contractors Association. The first thing I would do is find a reputable roofing firm. And to do that, I would go through the NRCA and search for their members. The roofing association's members are the top contractors in the United States. And so I would find a firm that was located in the area that you reside, and then I would see what positions they're hiring for.
That is such good advice. And really, Erica, that could be translated to almost any other industry. Look at these associations, but roofing, I don't know. I am enamored and I have so much respect because I'm terrified of heights. And so, I respect you all so much. Okay. So besides having an aptitude for heights, what are some other skills that you would be looking for a great employee?
Well, I'll say this to comment on your fear for heights. I hear that a lot, but you have to keep in mind and broaden your perspective. Working in the roofing industry doesn't mean you have to be on a roof. We have great men and women in accounting, sales reps, marketing. So I try to tell people not to think narrow and think I have to be on a roof. You can contribute and have great growth and success in a roofing firm in so many different positions.
Wow, I love this. Because you're right. It's not just the folks on the roof. You have to have somebody to bid, to estimate, to deliver materials.
Yes. And to answer your question, what do I look for in a good employee? I'm looking for somebody with a good work ethic and that's teachable, especially in field positions, because we teach all of our employees about the specific systems that we install. We teach them about safety, but what I can't teach is a good attitude and a good work ethic. So if you have that good work ethic coupled with the desire to learn, you can really be successful in the roofing industry and really grow.
It's true. It's so true. And really, I know there's a pun in there about roofing and sky's the limit. I'll come up with it in a second. It's somewhere in there, I know. But let's start, because I want folks watching this to be curious and check out NRCA, which is the National Roofing Contractors Association, and check that information out. But what is like a starting salary range? Is there like good money making opportunities in this industry?
Great money. So, and this depends on the geographic location that you're in, the size of the firm, and the position you're in. But I want to highlight a few positions. And you'll see in what's on the screen here from the roofing industry is hiring. This is based on the NRCA's data. And let's look at sales reps, a tick over 100,000 a year.
Whoa.
Let's look down at project manager, above 82,000 on average. And then even if we go down to a journeyman roofer, above $47,000 a year. So there are some amazing salaries in the roofing industry for people to get in and grow, and so much growth potential. You can start as a roofer, move up to a safety director, change your direction into a project manager. Really, the sky is the limit, like you said.
Oh, it's so good. And for our viewers watching, this is an amazing graphic. I'm so thrilled that NRCA put this together, because this is pay, but then also more often than not, benefits are included on top of this.
Yes.
And I'm a big advocate. Residential construction is great. That's where I come out of. However, I've never had paid vacation or insurance, or all these benefits that come out of being with an established company in commercial or industrial construction. What? All right.
Yes.
I mean, almost 50,000 for a journeyman is very strong. That is,
yes.
That is amazing.
And then also to look at the full compensation package and to know that these are strong firms, a lot of them with specialties, like our specialty at CYE, we're a federal contractor. So everything we do is on a federal installation, paid vacation, 401k, IRAs. These are things that make the industry in a good roofing firm attractive for students and people wanting to enter the industry.
Big time. And I hope too for viewers wanting to consider this, when you are looking at a company and they provide these things, that means they're established and they're really doing a great job. And so, Eric, I give me goosebumps. Like, again, as soon as I can handle the humidity, I'm coming out your way. But
come on our way.
exactly. So we're going to also bring in Alicia Michael, who is, I just love the team that you've all put together, because one, I foolishly assumed you all were located sort of in the same area, but I love even more you're not. Like,
yes,
I'm going to come hang out with you all. So Erica, thank you so much for taking a moment of time and joining us for lunch and sharing this amazing information.
thank you so much.
Thanks. Alicia, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us for lunch. I'll tell you what, you hang out with cool people.
I do. I am a lucky lady.
Oh my gosh, more than ever. Our two previous guests have just been so informative, and you can really feel the passion of their love for working in this industry. So tell me a little bit about what you do in the industry, and then also partnering with Mediteam.
Sure. So that is what I do in the industry. I serve as president, and I'm one of the co-founders and co-owners of Mediteam. So I get the privilege of working with these ladies every single day. And it definitely is a privilege. I am the one partner of Mediteam that does not come originally from the construction space. These ladies have been in it for a really long time. Me, not so much. I've only been in it for a couple of years now, actually going on 2 years, right? I come from the automotive space. I was a business owner for 20 plus years in the automotive world. I actually owned a collision repair facility for many, many years. So I can repair your car, right? And so, but now I'm learning how to put on a roof. So
I love it. And really, there are a lot of similarities. And real quick, my fancy earrings are 1/8-inch snap-on wrenches, because they're like the most expensive earrings.
Love that.
But so welcome to the construction industry, by the way. Like, we're awesome, just like automotive. But
Totally agree.
it's because it is a family. And really, what I realized, we're all artists. If you come out of automotive or construction, we need the ability to create and share things. But so tell me a little bit more about, what is Mediteam?
All right. So it's my favorite thing to talk about. So I will say that. So Mediteam is a national commercial roofing provider. We are currently a collaboration of 4 well-established, non-competing regional roofing companies. And it's been really interesting. We came together so that we could provide a more streamlined and consistent roofing services to clients in 22 states right now. And we do have expansion to other service areas in process. So that's pretty exciting. Our partners include, obviously, Sherry and Erica, who everyone's met, and then myself. But then we also have Candace Klein of Klein Contracting from right here in Atlanta, and she serves as Meta's CEO. And then also Kelly Van Winkle from King of Texas Roofing in Dallas, Texas, which does make us the only 100% woman-owned national commercial roofing company.
High five! That's awesome. Like,
right?
Yeah, hey, if you're breathing, come join us in the industry. But having a full females, it's pretty awesome. Like, that is a game changer. And we're not, we haven't seen a lot of that in the past. So I love this. 22 states. Hang on, are you in Colorado yet?
We do a little bit in Colorado. But
I'm gonna harass and make you folks figure out here. But for our fans in Georgia, what are some projects that might be recognizable for them?
So I will, one project in particular that Klein Contracting, that partner that she completed a couple of years ago, is the AT&T regional headquarters in downtown Atlanta. It is a 600-foot building. I mean, you can see the Bank of America building. I think they're behind it. So she did a re-roof of this building, as well as the adjacent 8-story building that houses a data center for them. And this was actually a Gold Circle Award-winning project for Klein Contracting. The Gold Circle Award is the highest industry award in roofing. So, Yeah, I think some of these photos are actually of some of Erica's work that she can speak more to, but these are also projects in Georgia that Erica's company has completed.
It is amazing. And I love too, because I do it now at home. I drive by, I'm like, I worked on that. And so to have members on your team who do the same thing, like worked on that building. So what is exactly your presence in Georgia? Since we're kind of touching on that.
Sure. So our presence in Georgia is twofold. So one, it is MetaTeam's headquarters. We are headquartered here in Georgia with regional offices in all of the states that our partners are in, that they operated in. So we have our headquarters here, and then also our partner, Klein Contracting, is here in Atlanta.
Fantastic. Now, what are the plans to grow MetaTeam?
So obviously right now we're in 22 states. Our goal is to cover all of the United States. We are in talks with other partners, potential partners at this time. So our ultimate goal is obviously to expand to all states. Right. We're actually in 22 1/3 is what we like to say. It's a little complicated. California is a really big state. So we do have an associate partner in Southern California. So we could do, California is just, it's a beast. So we try to split that up a little bit.
I absolutely love it. And I'll tell you what, anything I can do to encourage participation in other states, you have me as your cheerleader, ladies. This is so amazing. And I guarantee, I bet your conferences are way more fun than some of the other ones I've been to. Just
we definitely have a good time.
I have no doubt. So I'm so happy that we brought back in Sherry and Erica and Alicia. This has been amazing. So first I want to ask you, what is one thing, and I would love to hear actually from all three of you on what is one thing you'd wish you had known before you got started? And Erica, we'll go ahead and start with you.
I wish I had known before I got started to enjoy the process, and growth comes over time. I was young when I started CYE. I was 24 years old, and I wanted to do everything right then. Now at this stage in life, I'm in growing, still learning, always learning, and being a better owner and partner every day. So I wish I knew that back then.
That. Oh, that's good. All right. Okay, very good. I'm putting this in my Palm Pilot right now. All right, very good. Sherry, what about yourself?
You know, similarly to Erica, perfectionism is the enemy, right? But we are programmed to wait until we're absolutely perfect at something before trying it. Don't try and fail. Learn. It's not failing, it's learning. We have a saying around my office, you're either winning or learning, right? So learn, just try it. If it doesn't work, you've learned something and you'll make it better the next time.
Ooh, I love it. It's true. You know, we have got to stop being afraid of failing, because it's the it's the best way to learn.
It's
and
learning.
It is big time. And Alicia, you know, since you're new to the construction industry, maybe, you know, words of wisdom you wish you had known before you dived into any of the industries.
Well, and I can say the construction, I wish I had known how amazing this industry was earlier, because it may have led me to do something earlier in regards to the construction industry and roofing in particular. It's such an amazing group of people who, and these women, you know, this is a true collaboration, and to see how we have been able to come together. If I could have taken this lesson in the automotive industry and used it there, it could have really been amazing. And so I think that's it. Just seeing how we can come together and work together so that it's more collaboration over competition.
Oh, it's true. It really is. And, you know, there's so much to learn. And real quick, for our viewers, if they want to find out more information about the MetaTeam, where can they go?
Sure. So our website has tons of information on it. It's metateamllc.com.
And is anybody open to join? Because now I kind of want to stalk you all because you're fun. But I don't have a roofing company yet. Is that a requirement?
So you do have to have a roofing company right now to be a part of our company, but but we're absolutely happy to talk to anyone who might have questions and might want to contact us. There is a contact page on our website. Feel free to reach out.
I love that. And I really hope a lot of our viewers take advantage of that opportunity, because obviously there's some wise ladies at the helm of this organization. And ladies, thank you so much for taking the time. This was absolutely fabulous. And I really appreciate you three joining me for lunch. Someday we're going to do it in person, which will be awesome. Until then, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. And so for all of our fans still tuning in, thank you for joining us. Again, if you have any further questions, always feel free to reach out to sefga.org. You can ask questions in our chat box. Please check out MetaTeam LLC because they have some great information. And then next week, make sure to tune in because it's the week before my birthday. So I decided to do a show on all my favorite things, and we're going to be giving some of my favorite things away. So woohoo! So ladies, thank you again so much for joining us. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.
Happy birthday in advance.
That's right.
Thanks, right? 21 forever. Woo!
There you go.
All right. Bye, ladies. Enjoy your afternoon.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.